Button interactions quit. All of you will have a close button or exit in your projects, and you will want to activate that button so as when the user clicks a button, it should quit, ends, or close the movie. In this tutorial, we will learn how to apply for that interaction. First of all, we will select the button. It is the close button in this sample, and we will create a new behavior. We can name it, for example, quit or close. Okay, now the behavior is created, it's a close. And as normal, we will apply for mouse interactivity, cursor change, on mouse enter, and we will have event for on mouse down, on mouse up, and on mouse leave. For the enter, the cursor changes to be finger, for example. For the down, the cursor will change to the closed hand. For the up, it will change again to the finger. For the leave, it will restore. These are all regarding the cursor change. And to apply for the close function or the close action, this action should be applied on mouse up. That means when the user clicks that button and releases the mouse button. On mouse up, and now we can go to write the script ourselves. Script window, and then in the on mouse up event, it has an action for the cursor to change to 280 for the finger, and we will add a simple line. It's a quit. That means on mouse up, quit the movie. And that's it. If we try to play the movie now, and to test the close button, as you can see, the cursor change is applied. When we click, also it's coming to the closed hand. It's now asking to save changes to the movie, as the movie is opened inside director with some modifications. If you are viewing the project as exe file, it should close directly. And we want to add for some interactivity with the close button that will make another scenario. The scenario is not to close directly, but to take us to another screen for thank you. For example, when he presses close, a thank you screen will display to thank him to view or to browse the project or the CD. And to apply for that, simply we have to go to the score, and in a specific screen, specific frame, we can add a sprite. The sprite that can be added is a text, for example, or you can have it designed in Photoshop. The text that we will add includes thank you. And we can apply for formats. As you can see, I cannot resize the height of my text box so as to enlarge the text size, to increase it. We can refer to the property inspector for the text member and choose framing fixed. Fixed enables you to apply for a fixed size that you can define through your drags or numerically. And we can apply for some formats for the text to make it larger and different fonts as you want from the design inspector. Here we can choose a bigger size, and we can select the text all to apply for different leading to make it display in the window as we see. And now we can go to the score to make it fixed frame in frame number 70 for example, and we can add for a marker. The marker here is thank you, for example, thanks. We can take this name, copy, so as we can use now. Return back again to our screen to select the button, and now we can apply for the interaction by a simple code that we have added in the mouse up. In the mouse up, previously we have added quit. Now we will change, not to make it quit, to make it to go to the marker thanks. Simply go brackets, a quotation, and we can write down the marker's name. Go thanks. Simply go thanks. Now what the button will do is, when we play to test, when we click the close button, it will go to, as you see, the marker thanks. But what happens also is that it loops come to the first frame to play again. And the reason, as you know, we don't have a stop code here. We didn't add for go to the frame, for example. But we want to do is not to stop here. We want, after to display the thanks screen, the movie should close. Also we can add for nice transition to the thank you screen. We can add the transition here by double click. For example, we can add for the DM fade and to specify a good timing, for example 3 seconds. So this screen will fade in 3 seconds to display thank you. Let's test for now. When we play, then when we click the close, it will go to the thank you screen with a nice fade, as you see. Still it's looping. We want to apply for the quit command, but here is a question: where to apply the quit command? Previously, in the start of our tutorial, we have applied the quit for the on mouse up event for the close button, but now it's changed. The close button is going to marker thanks, and what we have to apply is thanks is in a specific frame. The frame is 70. So the action that we can add is, when the playhead comes to that frame and exiting from, so the event is what we search for. The event then should be in that frame. We can tell director on exit frame me. This means when the playhead trying or going to exit that frame, it should apply for an action. The action then will be quit. Now we can save the movie and come to test again. And here is the close button. When we click, it will fade to display thank you after it quits, as you can see. And also I want to explain something else. This is it. When we test again the movie, you can find the close button taking with transition thank you, then suddenly it quits. We can add some delay in the time so as when it goes to the thank you screen, it can wait for a little while, for example 2 or 3 seconds after it will quit, and this can be better. Let's see how to apply for that. Here in the on exit frame, for that frame 70, we can add a tempo. The tempo channel is used for the time. We can choose wait, and here we can decide the number of seconds. For example, for 5 seconds. Let's say OK and save. Back again to test the movie. When interact with the close button, it will fade to the thank you screen. After, it will wait for 5 seconds, 3 seconds or 5 seconds, then quits. Let's test the file again when we play the movie, and you can have a note that we have added for 5 seconds wait before quitting after reaching the thank you screen. And here if we try to count, I think it's too fast to close. It's not like 5 seconds. And we can try to know the reason if we go to review again the transition. Transition has taken for 3 seconds. And it seems to be that 5 seconds we should subtract the 3 of the transition, so as we can add for some seconds in the wait to compensate for that difference. Save again, and if we play the movie to test, we can now feel the delay. This is the thank you, and we can count for like 7 seconds. Then the quit will apply.